Hi, this is Danielle Zana. Well, basically, I'm just feeling rather down, depressed, and I'm just hurting. First of all, um, it's mainly because of it's quite a few things actually. Well, first of all, I must, with all the my problems and everything, I missed an appointment with a discussion with me, psychologist, and the gender doctor to discuss the problems. And I obviously, with all the stress and everything and trauma, I basically forgot the appointment, or they had left it to the last minute. So all I remember was going to the place. All I wanted to do is just work on my fairy. Um, and that's all I had in my mind, because I just wanted to get out of the flat, go down and work on my fairy. And what actually happened is they made a phone call like about 10 in the morning, and I was busy on my way walking down, and I didn't, because I've been receiving dodgy calls on my phone from anonymous numbers. I basically have blocked anonymous numbers. One of the things is dodgy calls from people. Um, um, in regards to the extraterrestrial thing, I think it's possibly G4S harassing me. But in regards to the anti-extraterrestrial hate stuff, they actually basically want to get information from me and all that, and I am not talking to them because they're basically like a security company type thing. Well, so, and also as well with Virgin Media, because a friend had actually violated my generosity, overused my phone, and I paid up to when I used it, and then I cancelled, but they charged me for 2 months after the cancellation. So they're sending me these BPO people, debt collectors people, have been on my case, annoying me and all that. So yeah, so I've been rather that's why I've actually got an applet for my phone to block anonymous calls and all that. And they obviously, when the NHS phones me, they use anonymous, and obviously they can't get through, and they're just there. They just get sent to voicemail. And around about later on in the day, about 1:30, I saw there was missed calls, and I went on the voicemail, and then I had to call them and apologize and tell them that I have blocked anonymous numbers and all that. So yeah, and also the thing is, I can't stand the stupidity. I don't know how clear I get about this anti-extraterrestrial hate propaganda, tossed around by allies of humanity, tossed around from the David Icke people, and then as well the religious twats out there who believe in God and shit, and very much like the type of people, such as my parents, who actually gave me put a lot towards my trauma and abuse when I was younger. So yeah, I've just had a week where I just can't seem to get away from that and have people understand. And then I got this was on Facebook, a so-called friend who's actually a Iranian guide in Israel, and basically he's supposed to have known me for like 3 years or something like that. I've even given him a gift art drawing in the past, and came up calling me Daniel and referring me to as a male. Now that is just not fair, not right. I spoke up about it, and so he's actually removed me from the friends list, this thing is kind of like really upset me, because it's a chap from the Iranian movement who's supposed to have known better, and this also has as well made me just pull myself away more from people and just stick to myself now. Now the thing is, there's no point going to these seminars when there is a possibility of getting discrimination from these people who. The thing is, it also gives me another reason to state that the whole structure thing is a load of bullshit, because, well, basically it's supposed to be used for like organizing the movement and all that, but it's got to the point now it's become, well, it's like a prestige thing and niche cliché kind of crap, where if you don't go often, you consider dirt, you consider rubbish, and I just don't like that. And I've experienced situations in my life of this sort of thing, just because I'm different, and all that. And there's no point getting involved too much in any social thing when people are going to be like this. And I just don't need it. I just really don't need it. This is one of the reasons why I don't go out at night as well much. As you know, in the past I used to go to the nightclubs, I used to dance the night out and have a good time. And since when people started asking me questions about my gender, am I a woman or a man type thing, without using their intellect and intelligence to figure it out for themselves, it ruins my night, where all I want to do is just have a dance, have a drink, have a social time. I don't look for like partners and things like that when I go out at night. When I used to go at night, I used to see that as like a bonus or a jackpot, or that was not my main priority of going. The main priority of going out was just to enjoy myself and socialize, make friends and all that, and you just can't do that. And then now this is the same thing that's happening with the movement, which it shouldn't be happening. There shouldn't be discrimination. There shouldn't be this sort of intimidation. But something it is. It's like seems to be wherever I go, there's this crap. And also another thing is, now I'm also upset as well with the Bashar hybrid meetings. Apparently, I was invited to go to a meeting in London. It's with it's based on the hybrid children, And you know, this person offered me to get me a lift there, and you know, I just never heard back from them. Um, and it's like, you know, it's just upsetting. Maybe they find know that I'm intersex and all that with the gender, and they just don't want to, you know, they just ignore me, and this actually hurts. And this is the sort of thing that I just don't like. The way I tend to keep to myself. I choose to keep to myself because I don't really need this sort of treatment, and it's just really upsetting and hurting, and I just don't need this sort of thing, and especially from people who I think they have high consciousness, such as the Aurelian movement, such as the Bashar hybrid meeting things. You know, you'd think they would understand and see what I feel and all that, but they don't. And I don't know. I just this is the whole thing where I'm just keeping to myself, and I've decided not to attend these things unless I am really welcomed. Unless I'm really welcomed, because basically what it all focuses around in the end, it's not really your well-being or your happiness like what's supposed to be. It's all focused around money, you know? To me that is just like, sort of like secondary shit that's it's supposed to just be for, like, you know, food and crap like that. But you know, I'm now putting a point down where if anybody claims that they love me, or claims that they appreciate me, I'm just not getting involved in these things, because I just don't have any much money, and then these sort of things I have to plan and organize or save for it, and it's not like it's not like buying popcorn or something like that, where, you know, where money is just like fucking easy. It's just like as if it grows on trees. But this is one thing I don't like about money. It just changes people, makes people nasty, and if you can't fit because you don't have anything, you just get treated like shit, you know. But the thing is, I'm just so. But the thing is, there's no point trying to save up for these things, and you just get discriminated, identified in the gender that I was forced to be raised with by these people. You'll think they'll understand you and all that. I just don't need this shit. I really don't need this shit. I really don't need it. You know, I'm just so fed up with life. I just want to fucking end my life. And having to deal with this, knowing that knowing that I've got only like, everyone's like about 30 years to live with this Fukushima radiation story. And then, as I said before, I just don't want to live a life of just suffering and pain, and to be asked around with stupid things such as money and people who put themselves on pedestals. structure and prestige sort of thing. I don't need it. I don't need it. I just want to live happily. And then if I can't live happily, I'm afraid I have to figure out a way where I can just end my life in the most painless way possible, where it's just like falling asleep, and I just go, because I just don't like struggling like this. I just don't really need it. I think that's all I got to say at the moment, because I can't go on like this.